The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
You're set. 19. Come on, 59. Break it. A leg. Check three. Do. To the car.
On 1st and 10, Watson flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
We got this.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Watson. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Watson on target here to Fuller. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown from 19 yards away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
You draw quarter.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12.
Here we go. 180. 13.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, box drop. 41 to Mike. 3 birds.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Watson on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, it's Trevor Daniel to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
11. Check 50. Team spell. 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7.
49ers 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you... DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
I got you.
55, Mike, 55. Hey,
11. Hey, Alpha. 1, Omaha.
watch 55. You can't block me. You can't.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this is going to be fun to watch. I can't wait to see those guys do their thing. But there are plenty of other guys out there, too. If Zeke comes along, you got to take him. Melvin Gordon, if they both come to camp, we'll see how that works out. How about Todd Gurley and his health? Because, boy, when he touches the ball, great things usually happen.
And then wondering, someone like Le'Veon Bell took the year off, now a new offense. But if he starts going like he used to, he's obviously going to be a good one.
Fresh legs is what you're counting on with Le'Veon Bell.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Flush. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Bearcats made it a 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Garoppolo now. And he's going to go down again. Breon Body Calhoun, a sack coming off the corner blitz. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Hey, gun. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo going up top. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Tighten up. It's a 6.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Check the backer. Check 31. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Watson now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Good job.
It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Here we go. 55.
Hey, eat.
Come on, baby. Come on. Clock.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game. And
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 69 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And, oh, my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right there, 56. All day. Pick the edge. Go.
Watson on 1st down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo hooking up here with Trent Taylor. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice game, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
48, exit. 41 to
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Breida. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. A beautiful fake. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
One, Omaha.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Check, 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 check. Mike 55.
Hey, I 7.
55.
To throw is Garoppolo. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable second and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for first and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Watson now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I got this.
They run again with Breida.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on, come on.